Nagasaki, man, right? There's all type of radiation in the water. People are coming out with like extra heads and shit. All right, so you know you people are so destructive. You decided to create you decided to split the atom to create the nuclear bomb, but it's gonna be for your own destruction, man. You Edomites are gonna do it for your own destruction. Okay, thus saith the scriptures. All right. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, which is the chief city of Edom, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, man. All right, like I said, it's gonna fall down upon all those Edomite cities, man. You know you're an Israelite, brother? Have you ever heard of the Israelites before?
Tell me more about it.
The Israelites? Okay, do you see yourself on this sign here? I can look at you and see you're an Israelite. But do you see yourself on the sign here? On this side, on this side.
Right. Yeah, right here.
Levite, Haitian?
Yeah.
Levite. So that means you're a son of God. And that means you're a biblical Israelite. Okay? The so-called Haitians today, they are really Levites. Okay? Moses himself, he would be considered today a so-called Haitian because he comes from the line of Levite. Okay? Which were the priests in the nation of Israel. Okay, that's why you guys do all that voodoo stuff right now, because you guys are doing it on a wicked end right now. Okay. But back in the day, you were doing it on the righteous hand. You dealt with directly with the Heavenly Father. Okay, right now, you know, the Levites, you know, other tribes talk shit about Levi and talk shit about, you know, Haitians sometimes. You know what I mean? Like the other tribes, but really they're great people. All right, according to the scriptures. And that's why we have to come back to our national, our biblical nationality, and come back to the Heavenly Father. He's coming back to bring a great destruction upon this place. I was just reading about how the nuclear missiles are going to destroy America, and that's Bible prophecy.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? And I just finished reading it, right? Which is I'll read another. Well, yeah, exactly, right? I'm gonna read one for you here.
Which one?
I'm gonna read. This is gonna be Isaiah the 34th chapter. Okay. All right. It says, "And the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." And this is what Isaiah was seeing. He was describing it as well as he could, because we can't. The prophets are not going to look for them to say missiles,
of course.
ICBM missiles. So he described this, which is the mushroom cloud, and when you notice it rolls up like that, he described it as rolling up together as a scroll. Okay, so that's why it says this. "And the host of heaven shall be dissolved," which is going to be with the nuclear fire. "And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the fig tree, as the leaf falleth off of the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven." That's talking about the nuclear missiles. "Behold, it shall fall down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." Okay, when it says Idumea, it's talking about Edom. That's a Greek way of saying Edom. When you learn in the scriptures, Edom is the biblical nationalities of all these so-called white people you see. All these white people you see walking around, their biblical nationality is Edom. Alexander the Greek was an Edomite. Okay? Edom. Okay, which means red, because when it means red, because when he came out of the womb, right, when Rebecca conceived twins, which was Jacob, which was our forefather, and Esau, which was their forefather. Okay, Esau came out red, because at one point in time, everybody on the planet Earth had pigmentation. Okay, because this is natural. Protects us from the sun, right? We're able to absorb that vitamin D, whole list of things. Okay, but they were the first nation to be born without pigmentation. And that's why he described them in Genesis 30, the 25th chapter. Okay, and it said Edom came out red, so that's why their name is Edom. And it said it shall fall down upon Idumea, right? Because all these the main lands that are going to be attacked is what? European lands, so-called European lands. It's going to be Russia against America. That's the main battle. The two bullies on the block, Russia and America. Okay, so America's already described as Babylon the Great. Okay, that pushes its philosophy throughout all the world. Okay, that's destined for destruction, complete destruction. No one's ever going to inhabit there again. It's going to turn into a desert after the nuclear missiles hit. Okay. That's according to the scriptures. I'll get it for you after if you stick around, right? But what I'm trying to show you is basically all these different lands like England, Russia. These are all the lands of Idumea or Edom. Okay,
Okay.
So these are all their lands right now at this point, right? So when it says it shall be bathed in heaven, it shall come down upon Idumea, it's talking about the Edomite lands. Okay? And okay, hold on. And the sword is for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall fall down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Because those are the people of the Lord's curse. First and foremost, they're not.
Exactly trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that they have a judgment coming to them, worse than any other nation.
Okay.
Why? Because of what they did to the children of Israel. You understand? When the Egyptians had us in slavery back in the scriptures, right? And when they had us in slavery, the Lord did what? He drowned Pharaoh and his army. He brought crazy plagues upon them. Right? So they did a lot worse than that. They did a lot worse for a longer time. Okay, I'm talking about they fed babies to alligators, bro. There's the list of atrocities, raping boys, raping little girls, raping the amount of atrocities. The list would be from here to the heavens, man. Right? If you would stay here and list all the wickedness that they've done, right? But the point is that the Lord said that there's going to be a judgment for these so-called white people for what they did unto our people. Okay, according to the scriptures. All right, and that judgment is coming now, and that's why you
like the when you mean white people, I mean.
See, those would
I know, but
Edomites.
But I mean, is it the race white, or is it the people that have done this?
But no, they're going down as a nation, okay? Because what you have to understand, one of the things you have to understand is reincarnation, okay? But one of the things, not everybody who looks like a so-called, there's no such thing as white. There's no such thing as black people, right? You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what you have to do is you have to wash that out of your brain, right? We're different shades of brown. Yeah. There are different shades of red.
Okay.
But your color doesn't necessarily determine your nationality.
Right.
I'll give you an example. Blake Griffin, right? He has a son. Blake Griffin's very light-skinned, but his father's actually Haitian. He's a Levite. Okay? Because it goes by the seed of the father, according to the scriptures. All right? So let's say his mom, and he laid down with a white woman. He actually has a white woman as a wife, an Edomite wife, right? So the son comes out looking more like an Edomite. The son looks like an Edomite, but it's not an Edomite. It's an Israelite according to the seed.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We're not.
According to the seed.
Yeah, we're not. This is not a KKK movement or This is a spiritual movement.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the spirit in the mass majority of all these Edomites, every single Edomite is the devil, according to the scriptures. But everyone who looks like a white man is not an Edomite.
Okay.
That's something that you're gonna have to understand. I know it's a lot of information, but
is it really what I'm trying to understand is with Edomite, if we're saying like the seed of white, but even the righteous one?
There's no righteous Edomites. That's the thing. There's no righteous Edomites. I'm gonna show you that.
I'm sure we're reading the same Bible.
100%. I'll show you that. Actually, I'll show you that the Lord hates Edomites. Okay? I'll show you that in quote.
Well, how you put it in time, the context.
Definitely. Well, he says he hates the people of his curse. He just said the people of his curse. Did you hear that when I said it shall fall down upon you and the people of his curse? But I'm gonna read that for you. Hold on one second here. Let me just get that here. It should be in Malachi.
But at the same time, what happened to the blood of Christ who saved people?
Well, the Lord came to save Israelites. He didn't come to save the whole world. That's what you have to understand as well. He never came to save the whole world. He came to bring back Israel to the Father, and I'll show you that here. This is Matthew 1 verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and he shall call his name Jesus, which his true name is Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins. Okay, and it says his people. That's a possessive pronoun. He didn't come to save everybody. Okay. Even when it's talking, you have to get understanding of even when it's talking about the Gentiles. People get that misconstrued. That's not talking about heathens, man. The Gentiles were Israelites who lost their heritage. Okay, because when you go into the book of the Maccabees, it tells you how Antiochus Epiphanes they forced us to follow their ways, or they put us to death. There's even accounts of certain brothers that got put to death for not following. They said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna eat." They made them eat pork and things like that. That according to the scriptures we're not supposed to do. You know what I mean? So I just want to show you exactly how the Lord feels about Edom. Okay, this is Malachi 1 verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Okay, yet he saith, where is wherein hast thou loved us, right? Because we're in a low position right now, right? So our people are like, well, wherein hast thou loved us, right? Well, how do you love us, right? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom, which is talking about the people of Esau, saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And what this is going to, because you have to understand a lot of history. I'm sorry, I'm bombarding with a lot of things, but this is how it is. Sometimes some things you might miss, but if you keep on it, you'll start to understand everything, and it'll all make sense to you. All the questions
it's really
you have. You have to understand history to understand this book. Okay, but when it says that he laid his heritage waste, the dragons of the wilderness, that's talking about the times when they were in the caves, the time when we were ruled. Because if you didn't know, we ruled Europe for a period of 1,000 years.
That I know.
The Moors and so you know that. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you know that. Right? Right. So when they came back was when? The Renaissance. The Renaissance, which means what? Rebirth. The rebirth of what? The pagan Roman Empire, which would be the Edomite Roman Empire. Okay? This is what it is. Right now we're just in a rebirth of the Roman Empire. That's why it says the beast whose deadly wound was healed. That's talking about the Roman Empire.
Right.
Now it's healed, and now they're ruling the world, right? Okay. Now, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but will return and build the desolate places. Okay? Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. You understand what I'm saying? So this is a people who is called the border of wickedness. In the scriptures, they're known as the wicked, right? So the wicked is meant to rule right now, until the Lord brings judgment upon this place and brings them down and puts up a righteous rulership. Because there's no rulership that's been this wicked. No one has decided to pollute leave a hole in the ozone layer and pollute the Pacific Ocean to the point where all the living creatures in the Pacific Ocean is damn near dead. Okay, and whales are beaching themselves.
Right.
You can't blame all nations for that, man. There's one nation that's the head, and it's these people. All right, these are the people who are messing up this whole world. All right, one way or another, they're gonna have to be brought down. That's Caesarea Borgia, okay? Which is the image of who they call. This is the real image of the Lord, by the way, and this would be the false image. And this is who
that I know.
And this is who you see is painted up.
Yeah.
Well, that's not him.